Hello, it's Kadesha, and I'm back with another video. I want to encourage those who may be struggling in their faith walk, and you're in a season where you're believing the Lord for something, but you have people around you that may not have the faith that you have, so they're telling you to not do this or to do it this way. This is a video to tell you to do what God says, and you have the ear to hear God. Don't allow someone else's lack of faith to hinder you from walking in all that God has called you to. I just want to, of course, always point us back to the Bible, and we can look at Noah, where it was said that it had not rained there for a long time. So was he hear from God to build an ark? He could have said, no, I'm not building an ark. And then you can only imagine, in the midst of it, while he's building an ark, people seeing him build an ark, what are they saying? It ain't never rained here. Why are you building the ark? And it probably could be the same people that was knocking on the ark when the rain did decide to fall. And so I'm not saying that the Lord is calling you to build an ark. That is not the message I am trying to spew here. However, I'm saying you may be believing the Lord for something, and someone else can't quite see the vision that the Lord has given you. And so you're sharing with people, hopefully they would get on board to say, oh yeah, I'll believe with you. However, this could be the case when you do tell people, kind of like, I guess, in Joseph's story, where the Lord will allow them to see what you were saying was correct all along. So I'm not saying that we should hide our faith either, but certain people, you can't tell things that you're trying to do and work out, because they could hinder you and make, especially if they have a certain, I want to say a certain status, but have a position to where you honor, and you would think, oh, okay, if they said this, then maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not hearing right. But I don't want you to get confused. I want you to really go to the Lord and say, Lord, I believe this is what you're saying, so I'm going to have the faith, and I'm going to do the work that's necessary, because we also know that faith without works is dead. So I can't just sit here and say, oh, I have the faith, but how am I moving toward what God has called me to? So I have to work it out also. Look at me, I'm being nosy. I'm like, who is that? Oh yeah, I know them. No, I don't know them, but I don't know. So yeah, we have to make sure we're doing that as well, because y'all know I'm telling y'all about my tickets. I am getting my tickets, and I'm getting them for a good price. And I'm also, see, I'm telling you, when the Lord do one thing, it just, other things start to, it's a domino effect, because right after that, I have another, I have another, like, I think it's like a raffle or something. I have another way to win more tickets, get more tickets to see them in a different place. And this is a whole different experience than the one that I'm believing for now. And I'm just like, Lord, you're too good. But this is increasing my faith, because I'm in a season where I'm having to trust God. I'm having to say, okay, in the midst of this, it looks bad, but I'm believing what the song says. It says, even when I don't see it, you're working, because you're a miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. And so I'm hoping I can just rally up other people who are trying to have faith in the midst of a faithless, and sorry to say this, but not sorry, faithless Christian people, because most of the time we don't realize that the people who are Christians don't have the faith to believe God can do the unthinkable. We're limited by our minds, because we've gotten so used to doing the work ourselves. So we're like, oh, because I did this, because I worked so hard, this is how I got this. It didn't take faith to do that. But the Lord says faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. So it's like, okay, I can't do this. This is nothing I can do. I can work toward it. I can do things and put things in position, get myself in position, but only the Lord can open up these doors. And so I'm just hoping, like I said, encourage those who may have just a little bit of faith, and the Lord said that's all it takes to tell a mountain to move. And so I want you to be encouraged to know you're not alone. You have other people who has faith like you have faith and believe just like you do, and there are people who don't, but the Lord have you in this season and in their midst for a reason. So keep going, stay strong. Thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sa como yo que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.